What's up, everyone? It's Roger and Abe here from the DisKingdom podcast. And on this episode, we are going to be discussing the Shanghai Disney Resort. So, Abe, did you get a chance to have a look at this information?
Oh yeah, absolutely. I don't know. This park looks amazing. I mean, it's the first of its kind. From the castle to their future lands. I mean, with Tron, the Pirates of the Caribbean ride looks amazing. But I mean, we finally got a launch date. I mean, they're going to open finally. It's been quite a few years in the making.
Yeah. June 16th, 2016 is when the resort officially opens. It is looking to be a very different kind of experience. I think one of the things I love about this thing with Shanghai is they have taken Disney, and obviously they're launching it in a different country and a huge area. I mean, they've already got Hong Kong Disneyland, but this is officially launching in mainland China. Different audience, and therefore the audience is different to Western in terms of what we know and what they know. You know, they're coming into Disney in the last 5-10 years. They're not stuck in the tradition of knowing Sleeping Beauty and knowing Cinderella and growing up on the same kinds of stuff that we did in like our countries. So therefore they have thrown the rule book out the window, and they are starting. They're not having, Main Street USA and Tomorrowland and Fantasyland and the traditional Disneyland route. They are building an entirely new area, new rides, different areas, different themes. It's like taking all the different bits of the different parks, like California Adventure and Hollywood Studios and Disney Sea, and just literally going, right, we're having a brand new park, and I love it. I love the fact that they're doing this.
No, I agree. I mean, and the scale of it too. I mean, it looks gorgeous. I mean, the way they've actually finished everything up, it's so colorful. It's very, very technologically savvy too. I mean, a lot of great ride systems and effects that they're using for all their attractions. This is also the first park we get to see a major Marvel attraction too, if I'm not mistaken.
I know Hong Kong are getting the
are they going to get it too?
Experience. Yeah, Iron Man is going to Hong Kong.
Okay. Well, to be honest with you though, I think that this is going to be a game changer for the Disney parks section of the company in general. I mean, this is the first castle too that has a ride going through it, which is going to be pretty interesting as well. Yeah. I know we just got a walking diorama or whatever in our castle over here in California, but
yeah. Well, in Paris, you can go upstairs and you can see all the stained glass windows, and there's a dragging underneath the castle. But to have a attraction in it is amazing.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting. Yeah, I mean, I'm excited for this. It's definitely one of the Disneyland resorts that I want to visit in my lifetime. So
yeah, you kind of got Adventure Isle, Gardens of Imagination, Mickey Avenue, Tomorrowland, Treasure Cove, and Fantasyland. So they're bringing in Tomorrowland and Fantasyland, but they are just doing stuff differently. They're throwing, fantasy. But the thing is, as well, like Frontierland and all these kind of things, tying into like the Wild West. It's got a different feeling probably for China that maybe doesn't have the same sort of backstory that like we have with America and stuff. There is going to be like a downtown Disney town, which is opposite the Shanghai Disneyland area, which is going to include a theater, which is going to have the Mandarin production of The Lion King, and there's going to be a huge World of Disney store. There's also going to be a massive Wishing Star Park with recreational area of 40 hectares. Yeah, it's gonna be big. Definitely going to be interesting to see how that goes, and when we find a little bit more information on that, definitely going to be an interesting thing.
Yeah, I'm ready to buy my tickets to China. Let's go.
Well, this is the thing, because I went to Shanghai. It was about 8-9 years ago. I had a couple of days. I actually spent about 6 weeks touring around China, and so I had a few days in Shanghai and stuff. And I expect it's changed so much in the 10 years since I've been there. But the amount of people that are out there in China that this thing is gonna be huge. This is a massive game changer. But also all the development that goes into these rides are going to filter out to different areas, to the different parks. Disney now, this is the thing, this is the 6th Disney park We've got LA, we've got Orlando, we've got Paris, Tokyo, Hong Kong, and now Shanghai. There are 6 theme parks globally now coming up this year. 2 in China, one, it does so much. This is a global thing. Different things are going to feed across from the other parks and different areas and stuff. And just in general, this has a massive way of really changing how Disney is perceived in a huge country that is massive, with massive populations, and it's going to inspire generations for decades to come. Because this is what they're doing. This is like essentially for China. This is almost like Disneyland opening up or Walt Disney World opening up. This is a massive, massive thing.
Yeah, absolutely. And like you said, I mean, they have a huge population out there. Shanghai is obviously one of the fastest growing cities in the past few I think the past few decades, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, it's gonna be quite a park. I mean,
yeah,
it's finally gonna give Tokyo Disney Sea a run for its money as far as popular parks and innovation. So
well, that's the thing as well. Because I mean, Shanghai, you are going to have, this 20-30 million people in Shanghai, but Chinese tourism in domestically, they are going to push this fast track and fast passes and queue systems. They're going to be pushing this to the limit. This is going to be queues. This is going to be big and busy. Of places in China, the amount of tourists and domestic tourists out there is massive. Because it's a bit like in some ways like with America, where a lot of Chinese ones don't leave the country, but they can now got the freedom to travel. This thing is going to be huge, and it is going to really sort of change up. And I think it's like for us going out there, you're going to experience something very, very different in terms of how it all feels. I am trying to persuade. I have said a few times, I was like, "Do you fancy going to Shanghai next year?" just like, why would we want to go there? It's a lovely city. It's great.
Yeah, let me know if she says no. I'll go with you.
I mean, I think it's definitely that thing of it is a groundbreaking event, and I can't wait to start seeing some pictures and some videos and stuff coming out, because I think this summer it's definitely going to be a lot of envy on that side of things to go there. And I know a lot of Disney fans, they want to visit somewhere, but it's also kind of interesting a way of, if you maybe are a Disney fan, of maybe going and experiencing something entirely different. Having a trip to Japan, or having a trip to Paris, or a trip to sort of Shanghai, etc., to go have a little bit of a Disney experience, but also go try out the rest of the country, go see the cities and stuff, and have a different experience than just maybe it's going to Disney World and stuff, and having a different thing. And I think that is a big thing, but it's just a massive draw just for the Chinese alone, just having Shanghai, let alone domestic or international tourists going there, because you're going to have people going from other countries and other areas to go to see it. Yeah.
Well,
no.
Yeah, I guess everybody get excited because it's coming.
It is good. I mean, I must admit, I'm really kind of quite sort of excited for it, and just in terms of just how the development of this park will spread over to other things. The investment level now in Disney parks globally is huge, and it is every park is going to benefit from them being strong.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Well, anyway, guys, I'd love to know your thoughts on the Shanghai Disney Resort. Comment below, get in touch with us, and you can do all of that. Be sure to check us out on our DisKingdom Lounge Facebook group, where there's loads of discussion going along over there. We also have our Disney Marketplace Facebook group for buying, trading, and selling. Got loads of people in there, thousands of buyers and sellers in there. You can also check us out on Twitter and Facebook. Also, remember to hit that subscribe button. And if you're on our audio versions, you can subscribe there and leave us a review. And big thank you to Ethan at sortout.com and magicbandcollectors.com for being, again, a sponsor this month for Patreon. And Patreon owners, or people that do subscribe, even just for $1, do get access to these videos a couple of days before everybody else, as a little bit of a thank you for supporting us, because we really do appreciate it. Anything else you want to add on that, Abe, before we close off?
No, man, I'm ready to go. I'm packing my bags.
Yeah, ready to go. Anyway, guys, thank you very much for watching, and we shall see you guys in a later episode. Laters.